Welcome to this explainer. We've all been sold this idea that if we just put our heads down and work hard enough, wealth will naturally follow, right? Well, today we are breaking down a fascinating analysis that completely shatters that old myth. The truth is, whether you're swinging a shovel for 14 hours a day or grinding away shuffling files in an office, purely relying on brute force hard work just doesn't guarantee you'll get rich anymore. Honestly, it might just leave you sick and exhausted. The modern game isn't about who sweats the most. It is entirely about smart work and leveraging your effort. So today, we're going to explore exactly how that works and dive into 3 very specific, actionable paths to escape the endless grind and build real wealth from scratch.
All right, let's dive right in. Here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the smart work shift, then hit Path 1, digital weapons, Path 2, micromanufacturing, Path 3, the hybrid model, and finally wrap it up with the final move. Let's get to it.
Starting off with Section 1, the smart work shift, and how we are completely changing the rules.
Before we even pick a path, we desperately need a mindset shift. Think about your grandfather's era. Back then, breaking your back literally meant a bigger paycheck. But today, the whole game has flipped. If you're just trading sweat, someone else is eating the fruits of your labor. In the modern era, true wealth actually comes from the corner of your brain that knows how to create leverage.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Staring at an empty bank account feels like a massive mental roadblock, right? Like you're disqualified from the game before it even begins. But we have to completely reframe that. Starting with a zero balance isn't some tragic obstacle. It's actually the ultimate clean slate. Think about it. When you start at absolute zero, you have absolutely nothing to lose, but you have the entire world to gain. It frees you up to take those calculated risks.
So what is the actual secret sauce here? Well, it's leverage. And by leverage, I mean using modern tools, digital systems, and high-demand skills to multiply the results of your effort. It's about stepping away from that brute force pulling the heavy cart mentality and instead using your mind to build a machine that does the heavy lifting for you.
Moving right along to path number 1, digital weapons and mastering high-demand skills.
Okay, let's get actionable. The internet has basically created this massive, borderless global marketplace. And guess what? The merchants out there do not care about your college degree. They really don't. They just care about one thing. Can you solve their specific problem? Think about a huge YouTuber who is desperate for a video editor, or a local mom-and-pop shop that needs someone to write copy and run their digital ads. When you learn these skills, you stop being just another replaceable worker, and you transform into a highly valued solution.
So, how does this actually play out in the real world? Honestly, it is not rocket science. Step 1, you just learn some basic, accessible tools. Think Canva or CapCut. Step 2, you reach out and help a creator or a small business for free. Yes, for free, because Step 3 is using that free work to build an absolute killer portfolio. Then Step 4, you start charging. You might start at 500 rupees, but as your reputation grows, you scale that right up to 5,000 and beyond.
And what happens next is just profound. By taking this path, your income is no longer changed to the hours you clock in. It is completely tied to the value you deliver. These digital skills are literally the goose laying golden eggs, decoupling your time from your earning potential. That is the very definition of smart work.
All right, let's shift gears to path number 2, micromanufacturing and going direct to consumer. Now, maybe sitting behind a screen isn't your thing, and you'd rather make tangible products with your hands. Well, first off, take that outdated idea that you need a massive factory and $1 million bank loan to start a business and throw it straight in the trash. Today's market doesn't want millions of identical, mass-produced items. People are obsessed with personalization. They want organic homemade soaps, custom-printed mugs, pure ground spices. And you can literally turn a tiny corner of your house into a micro-factory to make them. Plus, Instagram and WhatsApp, those are your global storefronts right there.
The math on this is just mind-blowing. Imagine you're making beautiful custom candles. Let's say it costs you 50 rupees to make one. You post a gorgeous video online and you sell it directly to a customer for 200. Because you just completely bypass the middleman and the big distributors, you keep all of that profit margin. You are totally in control of your destiny.
But, and this is a massive but, there is a golden rule if you actually want this micro-business to scale into real wealth. When you go from 1 order to 10 and 10 to 100 and that cash starts rolling in, you have to be disciplined. You've got to reinvest those profits straight back into better machines and better materials. Do not blow it on partying or showing off. Reinvestment is the ultimate homegrown formula for scaling up.
Which brings us to path number 3, the hybrid model. Time for a reality check.
I know what you might be thinking right now. This sounds great, but I barely have enough money to buy dinner tonight, let alone start a business. Listen, if your pockets are empty, there's no room for ego. No job is too small. Delivering packages, working a call center, local sales, whatever keeps the fire burning in your kitchen and your stress down, you take it. But here's the mental trick you absolutely must use. Treat that day job purely as a petrol station. That's it. It is nothing more than fuel to keep your life running while you build your actual future. Let's think about your 24-hour clock. You give 8 hours to that petrol station job that pays for today. You allocate time to sleep and live your life. But those remaining 2 to 3 off hours, those are sacred. They do not belong to binge-watching TV. Those few hours are the literal building blocks of your freedom.
So what exactly are you doing in those sacred hours? You are secretly, relentlessly building your high-value skills. You're learning coding and software development, studying digital marketing, or mastering finance and investing. Basically, you are letting the security of your day job fund your education in the exact tools that are going to eventually make you wealthy.
You really have to understand the difference between the trap and the goal here. The biggest trap is getting comfortable and spending your entire life in that survival job. Smart people don't just stand in a leaking boat trying to bail out water. They use it to stay afloat while they actively build a massive galleon right next to it. The ultimate goal is this: the exact moment the income from your new skills matches the salary of your day job, boom, you salute the old job goodbye and step right into your freedom.
And finally, let's wrap this up with Section 5, the final move, all about action and respect.
Listen, none of these paths will do a thing for you if we don't cut through the excuses right now. Money does not chase lazy people. It just doesn't. And it certainly doesn't reward working mindlessly without a strategy. Money follows movement. If you wake up tomorrow and do the exact same things you did today, you are going to get the exact same results. The world is just full of opportunities, whether that's selling a digital skill or making a physical product from home, but you have to actually be in motion to catch them.
We have got to stop believing this myth that wealthy people just got lucky. There's a great concept that sums this up perfectly. Being rich isn't about good luck, it's simply about making a smart move at the exact right time. At the end of the day, money respects the people who respect themselves enough to pick a path, learn a skill, and aggressively pursue it, instead of sitting around waiting for a miracle.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question for today's explainer. The frameworks are right in front of you. The internet has knocked down all the barriers. So are you going to pick one of these 3 paths today and take that very first step? Or are you going to fade back into the crowd, stick to the same old grind, and keep complaining about bad luck? The choice, and the smart work, is entirely up to you. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you on the next one.